Looks like I'm not the only one procrastinating. 1 in 6 people have put off doing this for at least a month. That might surprise you. The answer is your number of the day. There's probably someone in your past that you think, I would love to reconnect with them. Well, Alice tried for years to find her best friend from middle school, and I think her story is going to make you smile. Maybe encourage you to reach out too. There's one simple thing you can do to get more things done every day. It's a way to level up your life. And if you're not sure about God's plan for your life, some good news with your daily joy scroll. That's coming up on the Good News Show with Andy, where I'm all about putting a smile on your face and hope in your heart.
The Good News Show with Andy.
The number of the day is
1 in 6 people put off doing this for at least a month. It is cleaning the house. If you have a great system to keep the house clean, I'd love to hear it. I'm always impressed by people that seem like they have a good cleaning routine because mine hasn't evolved from when I was a teenager and just stuffed everything under my bed.
Well, you were talking about cleaning, and I just wanted to share with you that when our kids were growing up, we had 3 different kinds of clean. First of all, we had mom clean, and mom clean was just, I don't care where you put it in your room, I just don't want to see it. Stuff it under your bed, put it in your closet, I don't care. I just don't want to see it. And that was mom clean. Dad clean was everything had to be put in its place. You had to have your toys put away, your clothes put away. And then there was grandma and grandpa clean. And grandma and grandpa clean was that they had to dust and vacuum along with all those other things.
That reminds me, my grandma, when I was a teenager, she visited from another state for a few weeks. And whenever my friends came around, she'd put them to work.
Oh, yeah.
She made my friend Adam, who I don't think had ever picked up a vacuum in his life before that, vacuum the first floor of the house. And he was so mad. He goes, your grandma's mean.
Oh, gee, I should have tried that because we raised 4 boys. So we always had lots of boys at our house. I should have put them to work. Their work was trying to figure out where all the food was.
You were just talking about cleaning. I'm a stay-at-home dad and a homemaker, and my best friend is I have 2 shop vacs, one for wet, one for dry. If you have children, it's a must-have. The wet one obviously speaks for itself with children, but the dry one, it really helps with dusting. If you have things that are really bad, you can go over it first with the shop vac to get the dust off if you have the right head for it, and then makes dusting a heck of a lot easier.
I don't have one, but I'm thinking maybe I should go pick one up. It seems like it's worth the money.
Oh, yeah, and they're $30 at Walmart for the small ones. We got one of each, and they are indispensable, let me tell you.
I hope this story makes you smile today.
There's probably somebody in your past that you think, I would love to reconnect with them. Maybe it just kind of ended there. But for Alice, she thought, I would really, really love to find my best friend from middle school. So she searched for years, and she said, I finally found her on Facebook. And she found out that her friend was looking for her too. And then they started to reconnect. And Alice said, I told her every time I play a board game or I drive by a church, I'm instantly reminded of all the wonderful memories we had as kids. And she said, Alice, you won't believe this. I use your name as my password at work. So maybe that'll encourage you to reach out to that old friend you've been thinking about, because chances are they're probably thinking about you too. It's so easy to get discouraged and forget that God provides, especially in times like now.
In the middle of March, a drunk driver hit and totaled my parked car. And then I was told where I was living that I would have to move by June 1st, and I was really stressed out about it. And not only did God provide me with a car given to me by a family member, but my sister from church is letting me house sit for her for free so I can finish saving for my house. God did all that in 5 days.
God provides, even when we think he's given up on us.
Even when we've given up on ourselves.
Cynthia decided that she wanted to be a doctor at an early age, but she had to kind of put her dream on hold when she had her daughter, Jasmine, and decided, well, working as a nurse would have to do for the time being. So when Jasmine graduated high school, Cynthia thought, here's my chance to follow that dream. And the cool thing was Jasmine was supportive the whole time. She saw her mom growing up with this dream. And Jasmine said, I want to do that too. So she went to medical school. Her mom went to medical school. And they officially became the first mother-daughter pair to graduate from medical school together, as well as start their residency at the same hospital. And their secret? Hard work, some determination, and of course, plenty of support from the ones that you love. If you want to get more done, one simple thing to do with everything on your to-do list, it's a way to level up your life. Set deadlines for everything. even small things. This is especially important when you're delegating tasks to someone else because people don't realize how urgent a task is if they don't know exactly when you need it. And for tasks that you're assigning to yourself, well, there's nothing like deadline pressure. When it comes to getting ready for vacation, there's only two kinds of people. There's the one that packs 6 days before the trip, and then the ones that wake up the day of and realize they need to do a load of laundry first, and they usually end up marrying each other. Maybe you're tired out because you were doing a whole bunch of weeding in the garden. It's that time of year, right, where it just seems like it never ends. I had a friend who, just a few days ago, she just got so tired after weeding for hours and not really feeling like she was making any progress. She sits down and just says, God, this is so stressful and frustrating. And she said in that moment, she felt like God was just telling her that, you know, even though there are going to be weeds in our garden, God wants us to focus on the flowers. You can kick regret to the curb. You don't have to live with it anymore. Matthew West talks about that in his book, Hello, My Name Is, and the reason why is straight out of God's word, where it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future."
Even the emphasis was right. Even the smallest details, the present tense versus the past tense. He didn't say he used to have a plan for you, but you disqualified that plan because you messed up. He says, no, I still have a plan for you. Now let's go. Leave the regret behind. Let it fall off your name tag once and for all. Big things and better things are still to come.
Here's today's Hope Highlight.
You can try to get this from the world, but the better option is to get it from Jesus. It's your Hope Highlight today. John 14:27 says this, "I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid." And I think the reason why I fall into the world's idea of peace so often is because it's always something that's shiny and new. It's a new phone or a new experience or all these things that seem so nice at first, but the shine wears off so quickly. And the good news is Jesus has this peace that works on the inside and isn't just temporary, it's forever. So after his first day of camp, my 8-year-old came home and was just in tears and said, "Dad, kids were mean to me. I stubbed my toe." And I said, I love you. We're going to get through this, but you have to go back because Mom and Dad work and you're not staying at home all summer. So the next day, he came home and he said, "Dad, things were better. Not perfect, but better." Hey, listen, I mean, in the end, isn't that kind of what our life is? Every day, just trying to be a little better. If you're afraid of what people think, I think that's human. I struggle with that too. But know this, that an athlete won't judge you for working out. A millionaire won't judge you for starting a business, and a musician won't judge you for trying to sing a song. I don't know. They actually might judge me. They haven't heard me sing. But all that to say, it's always the people going nowhere that have something to say. If you have big dreams and maybe you feel kind of silly because they're so big, I don't know, maybe you can be inspired by Steve Harvey, right? You know, entertainer, guy's hilarious on Family Feud. He's really started from nothing and he's come so far and he credits his faith. And so the other day he was just talking about what to do when you have those moments of, oh, should I really be dreaming this big dream?
And the reason I ain't got to worry about the how, because the how-to is none of my business. See, the problem that people do is you get in God's way. See, you tell God what you want, then you mess up and tell him how you want him to do it. The problem is you can't tell God how to bless you.